Interesting. We in the city? Somebody drag our ass back here. BB is not there. Deadman. Oh no, he's there. It's just a little dark, so I couldn't see it. Go! No, BB is not there. That's a freaking dog. Damn it! I thought we were done with those dreams. Got me again. They're gonna get me every single time. I'm gonna think that everything is fine and normal, and no.
Hello?
See, now it's all fine.
Lou.
How's little Lou doing?
No response.
Well, look at that. That child's taking a shine to me.
You stole my Lou bond.
You two were out cold, so I had you brought here. You were right. Whatever you did back there returned us to our own world. I put your cargo and gear in your private box.
Thanks.
You slept for a whole day, you know. Slept like the dead. I'm already back in Capital Knot. Fragile's beach has been coming in handy. Sam, I owe you an apology. Lou was the name you were going to give your own baby if he'd had made it. I should have pieced it together sooner.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I had a feeling that was the case.
I found some records from 10 years ago. A death, sudden, in the middle of a town. Young woman in the prime of her life. Nobody knew until it was too late. A void out. Her husband, who was a member of Bridges, had dooms.
That'd be
He
me.
tried, but he couldn't get to her in time. The whole town was wiped off the map, leaving nothing but a big crater and him. Because he was a repatriate.
Yeah.
People wanted answers. Did the man hide his wife's body on purpose?
Why would he do that?
The only survivor was the only suspect. He was easy to blame, and people did. And pretty soon, they were blaming Bridges too. The man felt responsible, so he left. And his wife, who died, her name was Lucy. She'd been pregnant for a woman.
It was the woman in the
They were
photograph.
going to name their son Lou.
Didn't happen.
But it did. President Strand told me. She talked about you all the time. He didn't have to cut all ties and walk away, she said.
You wanna shut the fuck up?
Calm down, Sam. Take a seat.
I wonder why she died.
I told you before about my body. 70% harvested from cadavers. Do you want to know the real reason why?
You watch too many movies.
Because the story you've heard is one I made up. The truth is, I'm Frankenstein's monster. Artificial. Grown from pluripotent stem cells.
Huh.
And when that vital spark didn't manifest in all my organs, they replaced the defective ones with those of the dead. I never had a birthday. I'm a soulless meat puppet. No ka, a dead man. People born the traditional way have beaches. You have one. BB too. But I have no such connections. No mother. No afterlife. No beach. You see now why I'm so obsessed
But
with
he's
it all?
still sentient, so
Why
he
I
must
joined
be
Bridges?
alive.
The battlefield. Now that was an awful beach. But strangely, I didn't hate it. Because I knew you were coming for me. I've never felt that before. Connected to someone, anyone. You didn't have to cut all ties and walk away. The president was right about that much.
Wasn't anything to walk away from. It's not like I was ever welcome there.
Come on, even I was welcome. Oh, that. You were holding it. It's an old dog tag. U.S. issue. Wasn't easy prying it out of your hand. Clifford Unger, as you can see. I looked him up
It's
in our
the Unger
database.
and the Clifford.
Found a match. He was U.S. Army Special Forces. Fought in Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's him.
Well, that's all I've managed to dig up so far. You must be caked in chiral matter from the battlefield. Time for a shower, I'd say. Oh, I won't be joining you this time.
I was gonna say, I was
The
like,
issue is no longer a concern.
why not?
I've seen to it that our conversations won't be recorded.
Okay. So how did Fragile know that he didn't want to be there? Or was that not? Yeah, because he said that she... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, look, they've put some of the things in their little cubby now. No more smart drugs for me. George Baton. Is it weird to have feelings for bots? No, it is not weird to have feelings for bots. They're adorable, and they should be appreciated for it. Yeah, you need a shower. You are grubby. Wow, look, I've got 3 of those little things now. And I realise I can zoom in a little bit. Nightmares and memories. What is that? Huh? Oh, cool. I can replay those. That's really cool. Has that been there since I did that first one? Because I did not notice that. I might not have looked at this properly, but that's very cool. I wanted to like properly zoom in on this. I like that there's 3 of those now. Do I get more every time I beat one? Maybe that's why the second one was there, because I fought the second one. I don't know why there's 2 of those though. I've definitely not fought 2 of them. One's a miniature of that one. I wonder why. What's on the table now? It's got to be a new one. Oh, oh, I'm assuming that's Clifford's missus. Oh no, it's not. It's Lochner in Melingen. It's the twins. Well, of course we have to put on a hat, as is tradition. Even though we can do it from our inventory, I have to have it on now. Although I probably should have a shower. Maybe I'll have a quick shower. Oh, I have to have a shower. What's going to happen when I shower? Apart from the fact, you know, I get clean.
Sam, do you copy?
Heartman.
As you might have suspected, time here stopped while you 2 were on that battlefield. If my thinking is correct, the dimension to which you traveled is a kind of beach. To explain a little, our bodies, our ha, all occupy the same world, but our souls, our ka, have beaches all their own. These beaches are given form inside our brains by our beliefs, religion, philosophy, and so forth. As a result,
I've read about this stuff.
A beach can be anything, and those anythings form a multiverse. However, if many people die at once, their beaches can become entangled, creating a strand field. This phenomenon is exacerbated in wartime by omnipresent feelings of resentment and despair. Beaches are more easily and frequently entangled. On such a beach, exits vanish and experiences cycle endlessly. Picture it like a record player. The needle skips, playing the same phrase again and again. They're fighting a battle that has no beginning or end. Round and round it goes. Now, the battlefield you visited was in Eastern Europe in World War II. Which is strange, given that the man you encountered, Clifford Unger, played no part in that
No, he did not. He was in
I can't
Manhattan.
explain it, but if you can connect me to the chiral network, who knows what we might discover.
Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, that is so convenient. A blow dryer in the shower. I want one.
Still there, Sam?
Yes.
If so, I have a request. When you're ready, head upstairs to the delivery terminal.
Okay. I like that it actually says check on Lou now rather than check on BB. That's cute. Even if Lou doesn't seem to like me anymore. Didn't give a crap that I was there. Hi. Do you still have 2 stars for me? I hope so. Right. So I've took my hat off. I need to put that back on and then we can leave. Although actually we could have a look at the Manhattan files first quickly. Because I can look at that from the thing, can't I? Activate. Oh, there's a mail too. I'll read that later. Interviews. Where will it be? Deadman stuff, maybe? Oh, it's just the prepper. Okay, who the hell? Those were the doctor's final words. At the time, no one knew to whom he was referring, and to be fair, there were more pressing issues at hand. The doctor in question was a surgeon specialising in caesarean sections. The procedure he was undertaking at the time, however, was slightly unusual in that he was operating on the mother who had been declared brain dead 7 months into her pregnancy. Recording date and time unknown. She had been placed on life support, but since her blood pressure was decreasing and the fetus was showing signs of bradycardia, I'm trying to use that, the decision was made to operate. Because the procedure was broadcast to medical researchers on a closed circuit network, we are fortunate to have... Oh, we are fortunate. I think that should be fortunate. We are fortunate to have is not good English. We are fortunate to have a record of what took place. Per the footage, the incision was made without incident. The plan was apparently to remove the fetus from the wound and immediately place it in an NCU, where it would receive the necessary care. Prior to this, the surgeon would, of course, have to cut the umbilical cord. That is the moment that changed everything. The moment the surgeon's hand touched the cord, the instant he uttered the famous last word, "What the hell?" Following a number of tests and experiments, the conclusion was reached that the incident was an annihilation event brought about by the doctor's contact with whatever or whomever he had seen upon touching the umbilical cord. Though it eventually became apparent that the doctor had been referring to BTs, at the time no one could explain the underlying cause of the incident. Some later theorized that if the same conditions, brain dead mother, fetus, umbilical cord, could be recreated, their BTs would be detected and the mystery of their stranding would be solved. Indeed, this was the theoretical basis upon which the government's own experiments and investigations would be conducted. They called the fetuses they used bridge babies, and the experiments became known as BB experiments. So the void out happened because they were conducting a cesarean on somebody who was essentially the first BB, but not because they didn't actually succeed. The BB experiments were conducted at a Manhattan-based government facility in such extreme secrecy. Oh no. So that was the Death Stranding? Because this is now the experiments. So I'm not sure. One thing that we do know for certain, however, is the experiments ended in tragic failure and were directly responsible for the total annihilation of the island in Manhattan, as well as the death of the president who had been observing operations firsthand. He was succeeded by the vice president, Bridget Strand, who shortly after her inauguration put an end to all further BB experiments and had all the data destroyed. With her strong and steadfast leadership in the wake of the void out, she made great strides in quelling the chaos and unrest that had spread throughout the nation. She vowed to rebuild America and devoted herself wholeheartedly to this end. In response, specialists who opposed Reconstruction emerged and steadily grew more aggressive in their activities. One faction even managed to acquire documents relating to the BB experiments, and some speculate that this data was used to restart them in secret. At the time, however, no BB units are known to have been successfully created, and BBs in general remain taboo. So I'm a little bit confused with whether that so that one is that the Death Stranding stuff, and then this is about them actually leading up to the void out in Manhattan. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It's not particularly clear right now. Let's see what's next though. Heartman wants something. Thief. I've probably got a load of weapons to recycle now because I don't like to keep the lethal ones. I want my non-lethals. Because lethals are fine in that place. Not so good elsewhere. Are we gonna have a snippet? We are! So he failed. We're still sharing memories.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John. Is that you? What are you doing here? My wife's checked in. They don't want to repeat of last year. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were coming.
Is that Heartman? I was like, I'm trying to hear his voice enough to tell. It's got to be somebody we know, right? And Heartman was around in the Bridget Strand investigating things, period.
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt.
His hair looks the same. You don't know what his face looks like, though.
It's Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination.
Okay.
Once you use the qubit to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent.
That's actually not that far away, then, if it's only there.
America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive.
Uh-huh.
We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie.
Only one?
Heartman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things.
I gathered.
First, the dog tags you took from that soldier.
Why?
Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse.
Aw.
Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why.
Because she's not
Closest
in her
left
body.
field
She's with
information
Lochner.
could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the Death Stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Thanks. Is Lochner going to be fine with me taking her sister's body? That seems a bit harsh, you know. There's no point in grabbing my other stuff then, I suppose, if I'm going to have to carry a body. Corpse delivery to mountainous area. I can put stuff on after I've done that, I suppose. It's fine. I will take a... I don't know what the ride one's like, so I'll take that, I guess. I'll see. Look at all these empty things. Why did these not get filled up? Oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's just stick all of these. Oh, I can't stick them in storage? Oh, they're already in storage. Okay. I think I put everything around where I need it to be. I don't have any armor on, but that's fine. Hi.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Milligan's special. Be funny if these Ha of ours ended up being the key to saving us all.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose she doesn't need to worry so much because it's not like she's completely gone. Why did she smile like that? Wow, that was magically fast. Pro skills there. Oh, wait. I don't have my power suit. Give me my power suit back. I feel so feeble. And my gloves. Jeez. There we go. Things you get used to not having, eh? Okay. Little bike. We are gonna go find Heartman. I need to change my boots. I still need to change my boots.
Footwear condition 4. Replacement is 5.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Heartman, where are you? He's up. Somewhere over that way. So if I go up that mountain, I should be able to get there. I kind of know where I'm going, roughly. Oh, really? We didn't even get to get rid of all of the... Nice. I like it. I wonder if I'll actually get to meet him in person or if he's just going to hologram at me. It's a cool facility. I like it. Is this the door? Or is it, like, further up? Kind of looks like a door. It is. This is a very different place. We've never been somewhere like this. Deliver requested cargo. I have your person.
Complete. Displaying performance evaluation.
I don't even get to talk to the hologram one. What? I did not damage that. Okay, I probably crashed into a few rocks on the way. But you know. Well, he's got to go up to like the decent amount, right? Because he wants to join the network. Attaboy.
Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Yay. So why is he not talking to me? Why is it an AI? I'm a little bit snowy again. I do like that they actually make him look snowy and stuff when we've been down there. Oh, he's in the ballsack area. So who's up in that bit? Damn it. Hi, Heartman. A thermal pad. What does that do? I assume it keeps me warm, but that's not the point.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver.
Okay.
Good work.
These are just skulls. And rocks. This is cool. I like it. Going to... Oh, wait. Did I get distracted? I did. I definitely did. My bad. Hi, Heartman. Wait, what? Unit resuscitation remaining time 1 minute and 12 seconds. Until resuscitation, rather. Is Heartman in, like, cryo? What's going on? Oh, I remember Heartman from the, a trailer or something, actually. I'd forgotten all about this bit. How squishy the floor is. That looks amazing.
Heartman.
Give him 5 seconds. I'm not sure I like the bodies everywhere. Hi. Episode 8.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down.
Special appearance.
Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am.
Which is...
Ah, please lay her down there.
Because I can't remember that bit from the explanation. I remember seeing something about it. I don't remember what it was.
Still no sign of them.
Who?
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day.
That sounds fun.
60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the scene an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher.
It's not a competition.
218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia.
It's not quite what I saw.
Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Heartman's heart-shaped heart?
Yes.
No, you really should.
I want to. Sounds
Doesn't
like no.
run in the family.
Huh.
You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
All so you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying.
So he wants to find them so that he can find them when he dies.
Which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Heartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh.
It's not you, mate. It's me.
A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing you were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, Deadman.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think. But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize, and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass.
Well, it's not an exception,
Maybe
because
this
Malingen and...
twisted heart of mine made it
I can't
possible.
remember her original name. Lochner.
All I know is that
Shared a
I
beach
will
too.
find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in.
Mm-hmm.
Why do World War era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a
He
state
does seem to have a rather powerful
I don't
ability
know.
to talk to or control
Evidence does suggest that
people on
Higgs
beaches.
brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
What a way to live, hey? What is with those things? Artist impression sighting 1. How do I get out of it? Back. Can I look at those? I can't like look at them like side to side. It doesn't want me to look at certain things. Music? Can I look at the music thing? Am I literally just supposed to be like waiting? Well, why can't I look at everything? Like, it's acting as if I should be able to. Oh, there you go. Heartman's daughter. I wanted to look at the photo on the desk, but it won't seem to let me. I mean, it's got to be something if it's blinking, right? What am I meant to be looking at in this area? How am I meant to know where I'm supposed to be looking? If there is even anything. Oh. Oh, there you go. It just wouldn't let me. It's been very strange. Only 1 minute and he'll be back anyway. Oh, mama. Oh. I hope they didn't make me do this too many times. Oh, I could look at that. I didn't even notice that. Hello, big thing. Whale skeleton. Didn't even notice there were things up on the ceiling. Can I look at his papers? He'll be back in a second. This is a really random thing.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot.
Hope you don't get constipation then.
Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam?
I don't actually
Listen
know.
to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. Or from before the Death Stranding, of course.
20 minutes.
But honestly, the 21 minutes I spend here, all downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me.
Don't try and touch me.
As it happened,
The likes thing is really
read
bizarre.
about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach.
Ooh. That's really creepy. That's really creepy. Is that everyone who died in the void out?
The people who died in the two void outs were there. What happened? What's going on?
He's the only one that's kind of more aware. That's what Higgs always does.
I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession.
Oh.
Hey! It's me!
They were bringing him back.
Where are
and
you
he could see
going?
them.
Wait!
That's really sad. At least his wife and daughter were together, though. It's not like they got separated.
Don't go! Please, don't go!
I can understand why he would then continue to
The
search them.
ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Heartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam?
Only the one that got ruined.
Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prep-your-own station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network.
Is
Armor
it this
proposed
bit that I haven't
establish our
connected yet?
research posts
That one?
along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute.
That's not a good idea.
Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City.
Yeah.
Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral waste station. The whole incident defied explanation.
Think Higgs is to blame?
Yes, I do.
I don't know. But we needed
Higgs or
that
his
waste
she
station.
that he was talking
It was
about,
essential to
whoever it is.
expanding the chiral network westward.
He found a she.
That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
That's what happens when you mute it. That's why it's got the squishy floors. He'll be fine, Sam.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact.
I'll unlock the door for you.
Thanks. So I'm wondering when we're going to learn more about Die Hardman. And what his name means. He's hard to kill. Don't know, because everyone else is... Oh no! Sam, you lost his likes! Oh, it's okay. We got them back. Phew. Such a random thing. Yeah, because everyone else's names are very, like, pertinent to
Sam, you heard it.
stuff going on.
You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
Yeah. Let's just see what it is. And where it actually is.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the Cairo network.
Okay.
Now, we don't know the first thing about Emily's status or what Higgs is up to.
Yeah.
That's a concern for us as much as you.
You're not the ones having to deal with Higgs's bloody monsters.
And that means connecting this region first. You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo Devil biologist, so I recommend you save her for last.
Okay.
That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go.
So that's not even that big wedge that's up there.
Come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
Cairo relay. That's quite cool. What have I got here then? Oh, the thermal pad. Yeah, what was this?
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations. Especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
So we'll reduce the degree to which snowy conditions drain stamina. Increase the amount of stamina restored by drinking canteens. Okay. That's kind of helpful, I suppose. Don't want one right now, but yes. So we've got both of these. Handle with care and avoid impact. Oh, of course that's going to be fun for me. Is that the one that's really heavy too? Of course it is. At least I don't have any gear right now.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of Cairo contamination.
Oh.
No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Ah, I was like,
Stratum was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period. The time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth.
yes, you've told me this
It's
already.
the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable.
What did they find?
Can you guess what it was?
No.
A fossil beach.
Ooh.
If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery.
That's cool.
Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
I can do that.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an anti-venom bomb. Bridges' paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it.
That's why it's no
Apparently,
impact.
the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives.
No, I've already learned my lesson on that one.
Make sure you keep
Like when I went into a river and got swept away and blown
no
up.
matter what.
That was when I left the distribution center. So I'm gonna need a bunch of stuff now because I got rid of it all. I have 2 of those. I've got loads of grenades, so that's fine. I've got a couple of those. Those are level 2, so I don't really care about them right now. That's fine. Let's just load up, and then I think that's probably it for this episode.
Sam,
Yes.
I'm sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that
Yes, yes.
Any irregular...
I know. I don't know if I've actually got something on there already. Come back. Cool. I have a bike, so I can use that to get that.
Order assigned.
Let's have a quick look then. So that's not that far away, I don't think. We'll go around the lake and then through here. That should be fine. I want to do that one because of this, that's the bomb. Oh, is it a timed one? Oh crap. Or is it? No, it's not. That's time elapsed as in time taken to. Okay, so I'm going to leave this episode here anyway. And then on the next one, we will go and see the geologist, see that guy, and then probably go over to the third one and see what that is so that we can set up the Cairo way station or whatever it was that they wanted. So I will see you then.